Hi, this is Rory from M&M RV. Recently, my family went to Harpers Ferry War Battlefields KOA Holiday, and this is my review of the campground. This is one of the nicer campgrounds we've stayed at. Once you come into the park, you'll see a mini golf, and don't worry, they have a little amenity for your furry friends. They have a playground, a pool with a gated off kiddie pool, a cornhole, a volleyball net, an indoor basketball court, yes, an indoor basketball court, a goggle bowl, a jumping pillow which had a big canopy thing over it. They had a stage, a theater, and every morning they had pancakes served in the Potomac Pavilion. And plus you could get bacon, drinks, eggs, sausage for a little extra cost. And plus the pancakes were only $1 per plate. This week they had a whole bunch of stuff, but the week theme was watermelons. They had two things, watermelon bowling and watermelon eating contest. I did watermelon bowling, and once you got at least one bottle down, you could go down to the jumping pillow area, and they had a bucket of a whole bunch of treats. I picked out gum because I wanted to learn how to blow a bubble. For those people who love Wi-Fi like me, they had Wi-Fi. They have a Wi-Fi password in the office, aka Camp Store. Speaking of Camp Store, that was one of the biggest ones I've seen. Mom and Dad took advantage of some of the activities too, like wine tasting and Civil War walking tour led by National Park Ranger. Let's talk about the campsites. They have a lot of spots for tent campers, cabin campers, and RV campers like us. We were in Site 170. It was a pull-through, 30 amp, full hookup. Back in the area that we were in, it was more like we were in the woods. In the front where you first pull in, they had deluxe campsites. And in the back, they had deluxe tent sites. They had a whole new section that they were building, and it has all deluxe sites. They had a natural walking trail, and you could go up and see a little tavern, or you could go get some pretty yummy ice cream. This current campground was pretty cool because you were sitting on part of the battlefield. There are markers throughout the campground that tell you what happened where the markers were. When we were there, they shot off a cannon. Don't worry, it did not have an actual cannonball in it. They used gunpowder, but it still had the same loud noise, and we were standing nearby. They had 2 lucky winners because they shot it off twice. So 2 lucky winners got to shoot the cannon.
I'm good, thank you. I want to welcome everyone to afternoon cannon firing here at the Harpers Ferry KOA. I do have a few rules to go over with you before we do get started. I need everyone to stay behind this yellow line or behind these cones until after the second cannon fire. And again, we are firing it 2 times, so I need you to stay behind that. Please, very important. Also important is that John will be giving instruction to our 2 guests that won the chance to fire the cannon today. It is a really big gun, and it is important that he gives those instructions properly and that they can hear them. We do not need everyone to repeat those instructions, okay? I need silence during that time. You can cheer when they're done for doing a good job, since I know they will. But during the actual instructions, please remain silent. Okay, so we are firing a half-scale 6-pounder. That means it's half the size of a typical Civil War cannon and can fire a 6-pound cannonball. However, to keep the campers in this section of the campground happy, we won't be doing that today. So we are going to be firing 3 ounces of black powder. That does still make a really loud boom. If you're worried about hearing, you can cup your ears like this, but do not put your fingers in your ears. That's too much air pressure, okay? So cup your fingers like this. The other way, sweetheart. There you go. Okay. I think that's about it. So enjoy it. And in the famous words of Stonewall Jackson, never send a man where a cannonball can go. Take it away, John. Very good.
With the hips, yep. Gun ready? Prepare. Fire!
You did a good job!
Oh, that'll wake you up.
Okay, I did hear just a slight repeat of instruction, which I asked silence during that time. So next time I expect everyone to do that for us. It does take just a couple of minutes to reload the cannon. I imagine having to do that during a battle, but John and Robin are pretty good at it, so it won't take too long, and we'll get the second firing going here in just a moment.
Your turn again. Wait, did she say there was powder?
Yeah, it's gunpowder in it. Instead of like an actual cannonball.
So it makes the same amount of noise?
Gun ready? Yeah. Prepare. Fire!
They shot the cannon right in front of Grapes and Grinds. We went there almost every day to get boba because me and my sister have been into boba recently. And Grapes and Grinds, they also sell wine, smoothies, and coffee. My dad got his first Frappuccino there. He was pretty funny because he didn't even know what a Frappuccino was. If you don't like wristbands, then sorry, but they gave us wristbands, and we brought our dog Maple, and they said that she had to wear a wristband, so we put one around her collar. So the jumping pillow was pretty nice. It was really big, and all the other jumping pillows that I've gone to didn't have any like shade on them, but this one did. It had a giant canopy, and it was very nice so kids couldn't burn their feet. And once you got off the jumping pillow, there was some sand. My favorite thing was, drum roll please, the pool. So the pool was very big. It was 3 feet to 5 feet. There was also a kiddie pool. The kiddie pool I never went into, but I looked at it a couple of times and it was pretty shallow. The campground sells propane and firewood in case you need that. If you locked in your spot ahead of time, then you would get a little gift bag, which we did. So we got a bag with a little cup cozy, a couple of coupons for the gift store, the tablecloth, and firewood. The bathhouse was pretty average. When you very first, the first thing you see when you enter the campground is a laundromat. So if you are staying there for like a week or two, you could go up there and do your laundry. There was a small pond right as you came in, but you could not swim or fish in that pond. The amenities, I would say a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Cleanness, I would say is 3.5 actually. It wasn't the cleanest we've ever seen. There was trash and campsites. Yeah, not the cleanest. The staff was pretty nice. The staff, I'm going to rate a 4. So I would give the sites a 4 out of 5 stars. My site that I was at, I would just say was a little small. So where the campground was located, 5 out of 5 because it was very close to everything. It was very close to the National Historic Park. I thought that was very cool. We walked there, or you can drive. We did both. And if you want to get into the little town, you could drive down there, but I think I would recommend taking the bus. The campground atmosphere type is a happy family. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us in our next video, where we will be sharing about our family's crazy adventures in Harpers Ferry. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and turn on that bell notifications so you don't miss any of our crazy adventures.